This video is brought to you by Ravenscraft Realty of Northeast Missouri.
It wasn't supposed to rain till this afternoon. Don't know where this one came from, but it's gonna get sticky out here in a hurry. Get into the field and I have to get out of here. And we got back going. It's working just as good as it was before it rained. It's 5:30. Got a few sprinkles on the windshield, but it was windy enough to dry it back out, so we'll keep on going. So we get this more ammonia put on, get ready to start planting.
It's Friday, and thus far it's been the most Monday Friday that I think I've ever had the pleasure of being alive for. Phone's been ringing nonstop, tires are flat, fires are burning. I think I'm ready to sit in a tractor for a little bit. Dad is putting on anhydrous ammonia, which is in these tanks. I'm sure a lot of you residents of the Midwest have seen them going up and down the roads. But Dad has declared that I am going to learn how to put on ammonia, so I'm going to go learn.
I'm in the gator here this afternoon, marking some riser inlets, things like that out here on the bottom. I got chasing the ammonia bar. Woo! Getting a little bit close to him, aren't I? He's not even looking. It's his first solo venture in the ammonia bar. He's got it figured out. Because he didn't hit me. Anyway, yes, I am out setting some flags, so I drive to where the inlet is at. Hit that button, puts a flag out there, that way we all know right here working ground. There's something there to watch out for. Some of them are really obvious down here at the bottom. Some of them are kind of hard to see unless you know where they're at. Kind of cut off at ground level sometimes. And plus, if we ever need to come back and find one, if we have one plugged, get covered up, it's nice to have a good way to kind of walk right back to that point.
Dad got me kind of trained on this ammonia bar here. There's a big storm over there. Our neighbors here in the bottom are over there, and I'm running. I just saw a pretty big flash of lightning, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be out here doing this. I may have to go to town, get something to eat, or heaven forbid, I go to Walmart, I buy a half gallon of milk and a frozen pizza. That may be more likely. It's probably cheaper to do that too. I think this is the first time a plow has been used on this particular farm since probably the early 80s. I've got my 4020 and a neighbor / friend's 3-bottom John Deere plow. In exchange for using his plow, I had to give him a ride from one farm to another and plow his garden too. I don't know if I'm getting a very good deal or not, but I had to figure out a way to bury a bunch of organic matter that we had put out here on our garden. It was all the material from under the floor of our grain bin, and it was light and fluffy, just wasn't working down very well. I sank in it all the time. My hope using the plow is to bury it and then not have to worry about it anymore, and as the years go by, that organic matter will get mixed in properly. This is just a great way to completely invert the soil and bury it for next year or years to come. I know this probably looks like overkill, but I promise you that plow, when it's fully up going down the road, is a little heavy. It makes the front end of the tractor move around a little bit. Maybe I just need some more front weights, as if 10 is not enough. Finally got the bottom shined up and plowing pretty good. So this is what the soil is supposed to look like, you know, firm but with little give. And this, see, I mean, I just sink down straight to the dirt that was there before. It's about right here. So there's a good 3 inches of this stuff on top that I need to bury. Okay, 3-point down, and I've been going in second gear at about 1100 RPM. I'd prefer to go faster, but I can't really do that with the limited amount of space that I have to work with. I I got to keep the front tire there at the very edge of the furrow. Get to the end, lift it up, and then I back up all the way over there. Rinse and repeat. Let's see if we can go just a gear faster. Give her a little bit more juice. Now it's crumbling over a little bit better. Even picking up some dust. Now that I'm over in this stuff, I have a feeling that my tire here is going to do a fair amount of spinning. Maybe not. Okay, it spun a fair amount a couple times ago. I am playing with this plow behind the shop, trying to get her to where I kind of flatten the dead furrow out so it's not so deep when you're trying to work back across it. I was plowing pretty deep over there. There's a bunch of grass and other residue that we kick off there when we clean combines and mowers off. So just wanted to bury that and then kind of use that back bottom to level things out. But this plow, it's hard to get a plow, I mean, really level, especially if you're trying to do a job like this. I almost need to adjust my top length a little bit more. So yeah, I'm hardly in the ground over here, and I'm in the ground a good 2 inches over there. South of Paris, here on one of these blacktops, we have a 4640 quad range, 7800 two-wheeler, and a 40, I think that was a 4850 playing ammonia, or not ammonia, manure crew. My sister asked me to go to Columbia to pick up something that she had forgotten at her apartment, so that's what my Sunday afternoon plans are, and get to see some cool tractors too. Monday morning means moving the conveyor to Silver Shield to pull some beans out of the bin. Jaden wanted everyone to know how strong he was. He could lift this auger, the conveyor, all by himself. Can you move it by yourself?
No, it won't move.
I guess you're not as strong as we thought. Problem solved. Jaden, catch. Man, Jaden, you catch like a girl.
You threw it like Tom Brady, 20 feet over my head. It's so far over my head.
Well, we got the conveyor set up. Time to go do something else. This is how strong Jaden Durst really is. 55 gallons of water must weigh quite a bit. I'm just doing the light work. I'm picking up other stuff that's been blown all over the field from the wind.
This again is a pretty rare sight. You don't see Chase working with his hands too much.
You ain't never worked a day in your life. You got soft hands, brother. That's deep enough, isn't it?
That's what I would say if I was soft too.
We're already done.
Is that not good enough?
This job should have taken at least another hour.
I know. Over at Side Strickers here this morning, Monday. There's my 2660. Deere is replacing this inner wing. So they've already been working on this, got everything all off of here on both sides. Waiting for the new pieces to show up. Yep, that side's all apart too. Hopefully it all lines back up. They just pulled it up off the top to get everything lined back up in place. But anyway, that should be hopefully that solves the issue we're having. Get a little better look at it here on the ground. Yep, there's the cracks right there, right about that plate. So, anyway, yeah. Not sure this has been an issue or not. My understanding is that there was a cylinder break, that there were some frame problems, but my machine does not fall within that. But anyway, it is now. We'll get her back pretty soon. Today
on Gold Digger Farm's dirty job. Chase is down there clean, and I'm the one getting dirty.
Oh, don't worry. Tomorrow I'll be the one that's dirty. Maybe.
No, probably not.
Oh, that looks... Oh, look at all those beans up there. So while Jaden's doing this, I'm going to go haul a couple of soybeans with the Peterbilt, which had a dead battery, or a couple dead batteries, didn't want to start. One of the mud flaps on this Peterbilt, well, Dad says that the fifth wheel is too far forward, so I got to slide that back, but in the meantime, one of the mud flaps got into the trailer and it twisted the spot where it mounts up, so I took that off. It's laying in my front yard right now, and grabbed another bubbler. I think we're ready to go to ADM. I safely arrived here in Quincy at ADM. We pulled on the scale and get our weight, and then go dump and get out of here. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a little bit of a confidence booster to drive a Peterbilt instead of a Freightliner. What a strange way for an animal to sleep. I'm sorry I woke you up, buddy. Meow. I think that's going to be the end of this video, so thank you for watching. Got any questions, put them in the comments, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Supposedly, allegedly, we might be planting some beans later this week, and this is the last week here in March, so that would be a first for us. And that doesn't count the 2 or 3 acres here that I planted with my small planter in years past. This is like the whole field, like 100-something acres of beans to be planted. At least that's the plan. So I will catch you guys on the next one. So take care.